So today's pretty exciting. So we've opened this shop up, and we've only been here for a few weeks open. And there's things you have to do. Like, you have to order stuff that you don't really, like, I don't want to downplay it, but you don't really care. Like this, right? Like, we need patch kits, right? Everybody needs a patch kit. You need glueless patches, glued patches, tire levers, press to valve adapters. You got to have tire liners and sealant and brake stuff, right? More levers. You need tassels, because little kids, they love tassels, right? Like, we need fenders, we need water bottles and cages and food and lights and stuff, right? So there's the stuff that you gotta have. Then we got that covered, most of it. There's stuff that we want to carry. So, like, I've been riding bikes forever. I started off as a BMX rider in the 90s, very aggressively. Like, skate parks, dirt jumping, local trails like Honda Hills. I could talk about all the little skate parks that used to be around Rochester in the area. Then we've got, look at, I even have pictures because I'm waiting for people to put pictures up. So I put up some for now. Yeah, that's Buffalo. That was a park called B3. This was in Charlotte. That was back in early 2000s. There's places in Ohio that are gone. That kind of stuff. Honda Hills, right? I've got the experiences. I could show you broken parts and scars. But one of the reasons why we opened the shop to begin with was to have products that, like, we would endorse. If a friend came to me tomorrow and said, "Hey, Josh, I hate my pedals. I've got race face Chesters. I thought they were great for the first half a season, like everyone thinks. And then I realized that the bearings ate themselves or they got bent. I actually bent a pair. The pins feel like crap, and they're just not great pedals. They feel pretty good when you initially buy them, but they don't hold up great. So I need new pedals, right? First thing I'm going to say is P&W, right? I'm going to say flat pedals are where it's at. Get grippy shoes and ride flat pedals. So we've got options, right? Like, so BMX bikes need something that can grind on rails and not damage stuff, right? So we need a plastic pedal with plastic pins. Right, this is a pretty low profile pedal. It's beefy enough on these corners that you don't break it. It's got a good amount of meat on top where the bearing is, and they're a big print, right? And they come in colors to match stuff, because that's like how BMX riders work. But they don't really need to have a pedal that grips in necessarily mud and rain and leaves and, you know, sticks, and you're not going to hit roots and rocks and stuff like you would on a mountain bike. And a clipless pedal wouldn't really matter. And I've actually broke clipless pedals hitting rocks. I broke the lower, like the bottom half of pedals in the past. That's why I don't ride egg beaters from Crank Brothers, because they suck. But this company, P&W, and I'm going to show you real quick here. Let's just, like, talk about it. Like, they got color, right? Like, we got the color figured out. But just for instance, this pedal right here, removable pins, right? Like, we can see the pins. Everybody's got pins, right? This pedal is huge, by the way. Let's just compare this to a standard. This is like the cheap pedal you have on a bicycle. Look at the size difference. Do you see this? Yeah, that's the difference. Like, that's a massive pedal. On top of it, it's got, like, super rebuildable. It's got aluminum end caps. It's got all the beef that you would have on a BMX pedal. Reinforced plastic, and it's got a nice metal end cap. It's got beefed up sides, right? It's got, like, beautiful bearings in it. This thing rolls so smooth. Not to mention, I mean, colors, right? Like, we got colors, but beauty is they have, right? Like, if you want to go, this looks kind of blue, but it's actually super purple, black and gray, and I mean, they have all kinds of colors. Now, I've never bent one. I've been running them exclusively for a few years, and I've never slipped a pedal. I crush it, right? Trails are great. I'm going to show you something on my actual personal bike. So, total fanboy here. I'm sorry. Brown on brown. Sup? These are XL grips. If you didn't notice this thing, I actually dislocated this thumb like 3 times. So I actually require a larger than normal grip diameter wise. So what happens is they actually sell a regular grip and a XL grip. Both are amazing, but the reason why, this texture, I don't know if you can see that. Do you see that grip? Basically, when you sweat in these things, they still grip like perfectly fine. There's so much traction. They float a little bit. They're super wide. Like, they're awesome. Fully end caps. You don't get dirt and crud. But I'm going to show you something. So these pedals, P&W was out of these, right? Like, they had the peanut butter colored grips, but they were out of pedals. So I ordered these Trail pedals. These are, I think Trail 1 is the name of the company. Vortex pedal. They weren't cheap at all, but they were peanut butter colored. They have less pins, and you see the damage on that pin. Like, it happens, right? Like, I'm not nice to these pedals. They're gouged up. They didn't break. I'll give them credit. But I'll tell you that my feet have slipped off these pedals so many times, and I actually, like, find myself more cautious in a trail riding with these versus when I was riding with the P&Ws. So I haven't even done this yet. So we're going to pull up the P&W pedal, and we're just going to set it next to that one because I'm curious now that we talk about it. Let's take a look real quick. I'm going to just grab the gray one because it was the first one I saw. Let's do a comparison to see the size difference, right? Ready? Not much different, to be honest, right? Like, it's a little wider on the top. Oh, you get a pretty good idea how big that pedal is. But the amount of pegs in it isn't much different, right? It's just this pin is plastic, where I think that extra metal pin right here must do the business end. Like, this has no pin on the backside. These do. So it's designed. Somebody spent more time designing this P&W pedal and doing a better job than that Trail 1 pedal. But I'm excited. We do have P&W stuff. Like I said, I try to sell stuff that we actually use. And I can show you, I have their grips on my BMX bike. I have their P&W bar wrap and droppers on like every bike. This, in case you wanted to know, is an extra long dropper. It's filthy because I don't ever wash my bike. But it gives me the ability to fully drop this down in the frame, and then I get full drop. That thing's massive. I don't know if you can tell how tall it is. They're super smooth. They're rebuildable. You can pull them apart in like 5 minutes, grease them, and put them back together. And they just work. So that's our update of the day. P&W's in stock. See you soon.